Hola, buenos días. Soy Nico.
Girl, you wanted that boy dick in your booty. You're so sweetie. Bottom. Bye.
And today I'm here to talk about something that I actually hold very dear to my heart. Nico, it's because if you did not know it, I used to work with the university on an HIV prevention team, so I'm actually very educated on the subject. I've been taking different forms of PrEP for over 6 years. I feel like I need to address it because I originally addressed this when there was a whole controversy of Azalea Banks saying that people who are on PrEP are promiscuous, and I had to basically combat people that were agreeing with her ignorant homophobic ass. So, Nico, that lady, she has a lot of internal issues that she needs to sort out, and she's filled with hate. And the fact that the queer people were joining in and saying, yeah, because y'all are promiscuous, when I know people who I've actually been intimate with that have said if you're on PrEP, you're promiscuous, but we were having sex without a condom. Nico, and that's my thing. A lot of people have this ideology of, oh, well, they said they've been tested. Oh, well, they said they've been negative. Oh, they said this, they said that. I don't have to worry about it. And you don't know that. This person isn't taking PrEP. This person isn't undetectable. So there is a high chance that they could possibly transmit HIV to you. So I remember that question popped up again on the timeline, and one of my mutuals basically had to say it only takes one time. I had to alert a 19-year-old who came in to get on PrEP because they had contracted other STDs from their sexual partner, that during the screening to see if they were eligible, his test results came back positive. And this person does not have a history of multiple sexual partners. This person had one partner, and all it took was one time for him to contract HIV. And a lot of y'all ignorant bitches don't realize that. Like, yes, some people do contract HIV from having multiple sexual partners, but oftentimes it's through infidelity. Oftentimes it's through I trusted the wrong person. I don't want to make that mistake again. And y'all are lording this over them like they deserved it for having a healthy sex drive. And it's really sad to see, especially because you don't understand that it only takes one. Like, somebody literally made a tweet. I understand that he got kind of pushed back for it, but he was like, I've been, thotting and bopping for years, for months, and I never caught anything. I caught gonorrhea, chlamydia, and syphilis from one person, one time, in one night. So y'all don't understand that STDs and STIs can be transmitted to you, and it only takes really one time. And then half the time, y'all think it's only transmitted through backdoor stuff. You can catch chlamydia, syphilis, gonorrhea through oral. And I know y'all are not using a oral condom. Nico, I'm just gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Y'all are fairly ignorant when it comes to talking about safer sex practices, but you like to shame people who you feel like deserved to catch an STD or an STI, and it's a bit ignorant. And this isn't coming from a place of hurt, because a lot of people, whenever you talk about HIV prevention, whenever you talk about the better treatment of people who are positive because they are just living with HIV, those are still individuals who have aspirations, dreams, and feelings. Y'all like to think it's because, oh, you must be positive. I'm negative on PrEP, and I have been on PrEP for 6 years of my life. I work on an HIV prevention team for a good year of my life. Like, this isn't me coming here to defend my own personal feelings. This is me saying these are individuals who deserve respect, who deserve compassion, who deserve human dignity. And I rarely come on here and be like super serious, but I've dated people who are positive, and it broke my heart when they had to tell me their status, because I'm a transparent person. I like communication, and they felt like I would abandon them. They felt like they will never find love again because of their status, and they did not see the value in themselves because people constantly devalued them for something that they could not help at the end of the day. Accidents happen. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like I said earlier, somebody that was 19 who had one sexual partner in their life who they trusted still contracted HIV. One of my old friends, he contracted HIV because his boyfriend was cheating on him and the condom broke during sex. meaning he was still taking safety precautions. He was still being safe, even with his boyfriend, and one slip up caused him to contract HIV. So when ignorant bitches come up here and say, oh, well, if you're on PrEP, you have to be promiscuous, even though you're sleeping with people without condoms and you're not on PrEP and you're just going with, oh, well, they said they're okay. Watch how karma gonna come back to you, because you should not treat people like that. You should not treat people like they deserved what happened to them just because you don't agree with their high sex drive. So I'm gonna move on to the people that were making these kind of comments. This one boy, which I thought was hypocritical, he was originally the face of Stop HIV ATL. He worked on a campaign to get people to get on PrEP. But when people asked for cancelable gay community opinions, he basically said, I'm afraid of positive people because I don't want to be positive, and positive people are not my community. Y'all are statistic, and this is why I'm going back to interracial dating, because statistics say 50% of people of color who do not have proper access to healthcare and who do not have proper access to sexual health information are going to contract HIV based on the CDC. So that's why I'm going to date outside my race. And he was getting tagged, and he was getting tagged, and he was getting tagged. And, I can't really tell people how to react to that kind of statement, but someone rightfully said, he made an ignorant statement, but y'all are attacking his physical appearance, for his chest, for his body, for his, weight. Y'all are calling him every name under the sun for a larger person. But y'all don't realize, and I had to realize this myself when I remember I said something to somebody and somebody said, you don't realize just because you're targeting this person with that comment does not mean the people that look like him won't feel that sting. Because as soon as you say that and talk about and make fun of his weight, people who are his weight and people who have his body type are going to feel that backhanded insult. So it's like, I never talk about people's appearances. I never talk about people's, things that cannot change for that sole reason. But at the end of the day, he was saying some ignorant shit and he was doubling down and tripling down on it. So I can't really tell y'all how to react to somebody being that violently ignorant. But then I saw somebody comment. Basically, this one boy who was on Real World who shit himself on national TV, Nico, he took a hot shit in his shorts, jean shorts, disgusting, I know. He basically posed an opinion that said, I find people that ask about your sexual role on the first date tacky and indecent, and it just shows that you have one thing on your mind. And a lot of people were engaging with this tweet. A lot of people were commenting on this tweet. I personally retweeted it with the clip saying that he was a conservative, gay, black Trump supporter, and he said build the wall, because a lot of people don't believe it. Black people can be xenophobic, and I truly stand by that stance. That said, a lot of cisgender black people would be conservative if it wasn't for their skin holding them back in that category because of the racism. But yeah, basically when an adult performer commented, Pablo Strokes, very popular black and brown content creator, when he commented, he basically said, I know somebody whose T cells aren't fighting for their lives is commenting and blah, 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 basically calling him HIV positive and making fun of him for it. But Pablo had to reaffirm, first and foremost, I'm negative. Second, I'm a sex worker, a professional one. I take care of my sexual health. That's what a lot of people don't understand. They think that promiscuous people who are actively on PrEP or sex workers who actively are popular in film quite often don't take care of their sexual health. Before I came out to Brazil, because I'm filming, before I came out to Brazil, I made sure that I was tested and I had a month's worth of PrEP. You get tested usually after every scene if you're out here, just because it's better to be safe than sorry. But a lot of professionals make sure that they are in good health because that is their business. It would be bad for business if you was burning bitches. Nico, let's just keep it a buck. So when he said that, people rightfully flamed him, especially because Pablo didn't even really say anything. Like, I have all the tweets. There was nothing really severe enough, and there's never anything severe enough to bring somebody's status into the conversation, especially if you don't know their status. I never understood the dig of this is why you probably have this is why you probably have that. Bitch, you don't know their personal history. It's the fact that you have to try to fabricate an insult because you can't read. You don't know what to say. Bitch, you're obviously at a loss for words and you're getting gagged. But yeah. So when he was getting lit up, I found it hypocritical that people were dragging him for it. And I've seen those same people make these kind of statements saying, I wouldn't date somebody positive, I wouldn't be with somebody positive. When you realize if you are undetectable, you cannot give anyone HIV. It's untransmittable. There's 0.01% chance. Nico, that's still a girl. That's not a chance. It's not gonna happen. But a lot of y'all let niggas off of amps like Jacked, like Grinder, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. People you meet at the bar, somebody you think is fly, sexy, cool, that says they're negative, says they were tested recently, not all up in your Bucci. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Most of y'all don't ask for papers. You don't ask for like test results. You just believe their word. So my thing is, you would rather believe the word of a stranger who has not been tested in 7 to 8 months over somebody who has to get tested every 3 months, because if somebody's on PrEP, they have to get tested every 3 months. If somebody is positive, I believe it's every 3 to 6 months. So they are actively on top of their sexual health, but you gonna let random so-and-so run up in you like a Tomb Raider, no information, and then you're gonna be sitting there stuck dumb when your booty hole burning. Nico, I'm just tired of this conversation because y'all act like as adults you're not educated on sexual health. People who are positive are going to have health complications later down the line, even if it's not like serious life-threatening ones. I know one of the people that I used to be in a long-term relationship with, he had dental issues because of it. Even though he was undetectable and taking his medication, it still weakens your immune system. So they already have enough to deal with in this world. They already have enough discrimination in this world. And what really stuck me dumb was that when that boy who was originally talking about this said that, oh, well, we lost so many people to HIV and AIDS, that's what scares me, but I don't see positive people as human beings. I'm like, where is the compassion? You too scared to get it because you feel like your life is going to be affected by it, but you don't have compassion for people who have it. I don't know. Maybe I'm a bleeding heart. I rarely come on here and just speak like really passionately about something, but I feel like discriminating someone against their status is ridiculous. Because clearly, if they are undetectable, they are taking care of their health. If somebody is on PrEP, they're taking a step to take care of their health. Because I guarantee you, I'm telling you right now, I've been in situations where I've linked up with people who I've been talking to, etc., and we about to have sex, and they're like, "Are you on PrEP?" And I said, yeah, why? Oh, because, I'm not on PrEP and I just wanted to make sure you're good. I'm like, so you're taking my word for it that I'm taking PrEP and you gonna let me nut in you? Yeah, because I believe you. You would rather believe a complete stranger. You would rather believe a complete stranger with no proof, because that's what y'all be doing. And then you don't get tested, the person don't get tested, and you just go about your day like you don't need to take care of your sexual health and you still have more partners added on. Y'all are hypocritical. Y'all are not good people. Nico, I may not be like the best person because I still discuss people's tea, even if I give like a fair critique of it, objective opinions. But I try to be a good person. I don't understand what happened to being a good person, especially within your own community. So people that say, if you take PrEP, you are promiscuous, I want you to know that I have a close friend who was taken advantage of when somebody put something into their drink and they woke up and they were bleeding and they went to get on PrEP, because that is the reason they said, I don't ever want to be put in a position, first, where I get taken advantage of, second, where I have to wonder if I'm going to be okay afterwards. I don't understand why y'all always think PrEP is due to someone being, for a lack of a better term, someone being a hoe. Because I know a lot of hoes that are not on PrEP. A lot of y'all are not on PrEP. But yes, definitely drop your opinions down below. How do you feel about the positive discourse and how people basically dehumanize people that are positive? People basically shun and criminalize people that are on PrEP, but y'all are having unprotected sex. If you're having unprotected sex, why would you not be for someone being on PrEP? Well, I'm not having sex with multiple people. As you saw from that clinical person that works in the clinic, the 19-year-old who had one sexual partner in his entire life contracted HIV. So it's like, I don't understand the whole, oh, I'm only sleeping with one person, I'm not sleeping around. Girl, infidelity can happen. That person that you're sleeping with could not have been tested in years. You wouldn't know the better, because a lot of people go by that ideology. I feel fine. I'm not burning. I'm not sick. That's not how this works. Y'all too grown to think that's how this works. But yes, Definitely drop your opinions down below. And no, do not be ignorant. You will get muted, because at the end of the day, all I said was facts. Statistics back up what I say. Y'all are just rude and ignorant, thinking that that's some kind of read. But yes, definitely drop your opinions down below. Also, did you see the dragons? First, the gay Republican that shit himself on live television, but also when that boy was getting whacked across Twitter because he was stupid and he kept doubling down in his ignorant opinions. But yes, definitely drop your opinions down below. Boop. And now for a brief yet sincere shout out to this week's third eye tier subscribers, Big Baby 205 and Demetrius D. Your continued support is greatly appreciated. And this week's live stream conversation is going to be over the stigma, whether it be prevention, treatment, or simple information about HIV. If that sounds interesting to you, definitely join in.